we are coming off of a jam-packed weekend of wrestling, from All In to Evolution, and you know we're probably going to be talking about Goldberg as well. So strap yourselves in, get your snacks and drinks, because it's going to be a long one, as we present to you another episode of LOB Cast Wrestling, the fortnightly wrestling show where we talk about wrestling unscripted, uncensored, unedited, because we are simply lazy.
I'm glad that made it into the intro. I don't want to mislead people. That is exactly why we don't do any of the edits.
Well, as usual, I'm the voice of reason, Dave Stevens, and you just heard my consensual tag team partner, Lee Hazel.
It's very good, Dave.
Shall we get into... God, there was a lot of wrestling.
We'll talk about All In. We'll talk about Saturday night's main event. We'll talk about Evolution. Don't hold your breath for the Great American Bash. If WWE didn't give a shit about that show, then why the fuck should we?
Well, it sounds like you didn't give a shit about a lot of WWE stuff this weekend.
No, I know that all AEW shows go long, but I was simply not prepared for an entire working day's worth of wrestling.
The pay-per-view was 6 hours, and there was an hour of wrestling on the 2-hour pre-show, so it was 7 hours of wrestling. I was tired.
I was struggling. I actually only got through the main event yesterday because I simply have not had the time to watch.
I was tired, but I woke up for that main event, which we are going to get into after I have something to drink, Lee. It is
absolutely,
your turn.
my friend.
It is your turn. Stick around, because we're going to talk the main event first, because, quite frankly, it was awesome. Yeah. But let's get into some beer. It was your turn this week.
It was my turn this week, and I think I told you last week. I don't know if I mentioned it on the podcast, but I saw something in my local office. I saw something in the petrol station next to the office that I work in, and it was really weird to me because I have never seen beer have this particular ingredient in it before. I've seen it in other alcoholic drinks, but never beer. So I thought I would get us Primetime Lager Caffeine Plus.
Oh, so wake me up.
Yeah, so I actually think that both me and you actually really need this one on this.
Wake me up before you go.
Because I am, frankly, shattered.
Right,
I've had a very busy week.
Let's do the honours. Oh, no. Ready? Cheers. Cheers. Let's have a sip. It's not bad, actually.
Not bad, yeah.
Not bad.
It's not something that I think we'd go out of our way to drink.
I mean, it is a lager, which is just good considering it was your choice. Normally, you come out with a craft.
I'm trying not to buy beers that actively offend you.
Well, to be honest, I will forgive you for whatever you buy after what I bought from Tesco last month. Because that was bad.
You know what? It didn't start out bad, but it got worse as it went along.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, the warmer it got, it was bad. I mean, beer gets bad when it warms up, but that was like...
be thankful that I got this stuff, because my backup plan for today was... there is a deli near where I work as well, and the bloke who runs it is Serbian, and so he's got loads of little beers from Serbian breweries in his country.
So beer with caffeine in it. So is this going to treat me like a Red Bull and vodka? Is that the
well? That's kind of the hope. I was thinking to myself, the last couple of times that we've done this, I think for the Night of Champions show, I was flagging. I was absolutely flagging.
We're going to have to switch from beers to energy drinks.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I don't really think I've had many energy drinks, to be fair.
I have only had energy drinks when I have absolutely needed to just power through
Do
work.
they taste good, or... I can't remember having one. I think I might have tried a sip of one at Comic-Con because I was giving away free cans, but...
I have had some nice tasting energy drinks.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they are absolutely...
the nearest thing I've had is a Red Bull, so...
They are Satan's sweat, mate. I swear to God. Red Bull is... I've gotten used to Red Bull now. I've actually had a few Red Bulls. It became less and less egregious every single time that I had a sip. But anyway, we're talking here about fucking...
should we talk about some wrestling?
Drinks.
Well, let's talk about... Well, I mean, we're going to get into All In anyway, but I think we need to start off with the main event.
Yeah,
let's. The main event of All In, Hangman Page versus Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. Texas death match. Lee?
Suddenly the Hollywood ending has competition for my match of the year.
Yeah, this was I mean, on this pay-per-view, there was this and one other match that stood out for me.
Absolutely.
This one, I mean, the other one was more for wrestling, but this one had everything. I mean, you talk about Cody Rhodes finishing his story at WrestleMania. I mean, someone's just said, oh, Cody Rhodes did a story, let's just do it better.
Yeah.
Let's just do it better.
This was AEW's On Your Left. This was Tony Khan's Coriolanus. This was, there are so many little details in this match that made it just so much more special for me.
This match has made up for everything the Death Riders have done. All of that crap that we've sat through. If we didn't have to sit through that crap, this wouldn't have been as great, would it? This was such a good match.
It's actually made it. It's made it so much more cathartic.
Yeah, I mean,
the fact that it had such a saggy middle.
I mean, it would even just be a good match on its own.
Yeah,
as just a Texas death match, because this was far. I mean, in our Wrestle Club, I recommended you the other Texas death match. This is far better than that one. This was so good, and this fed off of that one as well with some of the beats.
And I'm also I was thinking to myself when I first saw that Texas death match, I was like, because we watched it from a Wrestle Club, and I was like, oh no, he won the last one, which means that this is going to be Jon Moxley getting it back, and we're probably still going to have to wait until October, I think it is.
No, they
for
did.
Wrestle Dream, but they're not doing that.
They did the right thing.
I mean, doing that at all.
This started from the entrances. You had the guy on the guitar and the woman. I don't know.
Doing the whistling,
the old Western whistling.
Yeah,
and then Hangman Adam Page's old music. Yeah, it's the good guy music. White hat.
Did you notice that the camera was focused on the heel entrance for him to come out, and it was taken by surprise, the fact that he came out of the face entrance?
Oh, I didn't notice that. I noticed the music.
Oh my god, it was so good.
It was so good.
Yeah. And then the look on Hangman Adam Page's face when he comes out of that tunnel, and it's like he's just walked out a new man. There's like a look of shock on his face. There's a look of awe on it. He's being humbled by the occasion. This guy is the baby face of the fucking century.
He's the main character. He's the main character.
He's the protagonist of Dynamite, and This was, I mean, and then we get Jon Moxley's entrance. I mean, they came out in a Jeep. I suppose that's about as special as. I've got to say, I struggled to remember that fact for a second here.
Yeah, they came. Well, to be honest, it wasn't until I rewatched it, because at that point was because I watched this one live, this show. I went to go make myself a coffee.
Okay.
While that entrance was going on, because I needed to pick me up.
This was a great event, but it was also an endurance test for wrestling. Yeah, because
by the time this came on, we was about wrestling. The wrestling had started. We was about 5 hours.
I might give
6
you
hours.
I think we've passed the time for me to give an anecdote about what happened to me on the day of the show that I was going to say, but we can do that later, because right now let's just talk about the main event while we're talking about the main event. This main event is tangent proof. I'm not going to talk about anything else while we're talking about this.
Yeah, this was so good. So we get the entrances, and then I mean, to be honest, I've watched so much. Trying to get into specifics. I mean, I'll get into some of the spots that just was.
I mean, like literally, what was it?
Well, didn't they start
30 seconds in?
Yeah, weren't far in it before the Forks came out.
Yeah. Have you seen online? Have you seen them on AEW's Instagram page? They've got a close up in slow motion of him hammering Moxley's head. The blood spurts. Yeah, because
what I did want to know is because I remember. I think it was the other Moxley match when they did the same spot, but the camera angle was from behind Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
And so when Hangman hit him, you saw the blood splurt onto Hangman's chest.
Yeah.
And I thought, that was disgusting. And then they did the same spot in this match, but it was from behind Hangman. And as soon as he hit him with that fork, you just saw the claret. And it was so gross. I mean, my wife, she was watching live with me. She went to bed on the Kenny Omega match because she was really. I mean, she's not a Nighthawk like me.
Yeah.
And she got up because she heard me audibly at like. What is it? 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. It's going, ooh! I was just like, ooh! She's like, what? I was like, she's just stabbed him with a fork. And you saw it.
And that's the thing. You think to yourself, after all of the stuff that these guys have done to each other in all of these different matches, that being stabbed by a fork is actually not going to be one of the grossest things that you can see in a professional wrestling match.
We had that.
So is.
We had that. So that was to start the match.
That was to begin.
I mean, and then there was slaps. When there was palm slaps,
they laid into each other.
They were so stiff
in a way that I was like, oh, did Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada actually hold off a bit in their match?
Well, I think because actually there weren't no blood on the rest of the card. Actually, they did do the WWE thing where they saved a lot for this.
Right, but here's the thing as well when it comes to that. Right, so when AEW did that...
Well, I would say before you get into it, none of the matches on the rest of the card, though, warranted blood, to be fair. It weren't as if you had a Hollywood ending where that kind of needed blood.
Yeah.
None of the matches prior to this needed blood. So,
whereas in the Elimination Chamber, they wanted to save blood for a heel turn. There were 2 Elimination Chamber matches.
Yeah, with no blood.
Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, which, and I know I repeated this ad nauseum on the episode where we reviewed that, but Kevin Owens took a barbed wire wrapped steel chair to the face. He should have bled. Yeah,
but I mean, this main event, it was just, I mean, you had that, you had glass.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know.
Beer bottle glass at that.
Now, are they using real glass or is it sugar glass? Or, see, I have a feeling that they use, because, I mean, that can't be a bucket of real glass.
No.
So, but do you think there is some real glass mixed in amongst that? Because they did have, scratches and cuts when they. I mean, I've never been dragged through sugar glass, so I don't know if that will cut you.
I mean,
I've seen sugar glass and it was sugar glass, and Ness has told me because Ness worked in a company that had sugar glass and that, and she said she's had a go in it. But I mean, it's obvious that they're not using real glass to drag, but they might have. It wouldn't surprise me if John Moxley put a couple of real bits in.
Yeah. I mean, it's real glass is a dangerous thing, but my understanding of sugar glass is that on impact it's harmless.
Yeah.
If you try and rub with it, which is exactly what they did,
okay.
They dragged. I think it was Moxley dragged Hangman
through
the glass. That's when it can be a bit more dangerous.
Okay, so it could have just been. So that's more likely what it was. It probably was all sugar because there was blood after the drag. But you had that. You had them scraping each other with barbed wire again.
Yep,
that was it. Barbed wire was straight after the Folks trying to smash that.
Yep. Oh, they were wrapping. Moxley was trying to wrap Adam Page in barbed wire.
I mean, all the classic stuff. But there were some standout things. I mean, at one point in the match, Hangman Page hit Moxley with the crispest angel wings I've ever seen in my life.
I think he's had to learn that because I think that maybe after their match. With
MJF,
I get the feeling that MJF might have had a few things to say to Adam Page after that.
To be honest, that was probably the best Angel's Wings I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
The man is, he has made that. And I'm a huge Christopher Daniels fan. He's genuinely one of my most formative, watching him, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, that was me learning to love wrestling as an adult rather than as a kid. But when he hits the Angel's Wings, he almost hits it too sweet. He hits it too clean, and for a pile driver, it looks like it's the least pile driver
This
ever.
looked more like a pedigree than a pile driver. Moxley took a flat face, but it was good. It was good. I mean, it was pretty standard hardcore. It was just full of emotion and callbacks to other matches. And then, I mean, to be honest, I've watched so much wrestling this weekend and this week that trying to remember every specifics is a bit tricky. But I mean, obviously, should we get into because obviously you started getting the shenanigans at some point.
So should we start with the on your left stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get into the Avengers stuff and that. So we did get to the point where the Death Riders come out.
Yep.
Oh, here we go, the Death
Marina
Riders.
Shafir was actually interfering from pretty much the day dot.
We had a lot of interference from Marina.
Yeah.
We had
Death Riders came out and just started battering Hangman.
Yeah. And then we got the first of the Avengers.
Yeah.
Will Ospreay came to the rescue.
The sacrificial lamb. A guy who is, I reckon, going to be doing a lot of selling in about 6 weeks' time.
Yeah, he came in, swung a few chairs, and then eventually got taken out by Claudio.
A curb stomp.
With
a steel check,
which they set up earlier in the night on Samoa Joe. So we did indeed. We already got rid of the ops prior in the show, so no ops as the Avengers.
And how they got rid of the ops was they did the same thing to the ops as they did to Will Ospreay
in this bit.
Which is how you know that this is a dangerous move, because they set it up early in the night.
Set it up. So Will Ospreay is now gone. The ops are running wild. The match continues. We have a lot of near fall counts.
Yeah.
Some of them were so close to counts.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought, how did they get away with they was really good on those near counts.
Yeah, one actually thing. Do you realise that I didn't realise this before we went in, and I've seen a couple of Texas death matches. I didn't really realise this. It's last man standing stipulation.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't even know that before going in. Yeah.
But so we had that. So the Marina Shafir. So then we got the. Did we get the handcuff spot before the next Avengers come out? I think we did, didn't we?
Yes.
So we got to a point where Moxley said, I think he said something. I want to make him kiss. I want to get the belt. I want to make him kiss the belt or something. Now we haven't seen the belt for months, have we?
Yet.
So Marina Shafir goes over to get the. No. This was
that's the last thing that happens, because it has to be.
Yeah,
as soon as you see the handcuff spot and you see who's responsible, you then know who's coming out next.
We did get before that. Let's rewind. Rewind. Yeah, so the Death Riders are still out and they're still interfering. Then we get the video package on the Tron. Darby Allin on top of Mount Everest, saying he's going to come down and
take everything away from you. Yeah.
And then there's a masked figure in the ring.
Yeah.
And it's not Darby Allin.
It's not Darby Allin at all, yeah.
And we all know it is instantly as soon as the yes chants come
as soon as the arms raise.
Yeah, it's Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson, blue mask. He hits
Blue Panther. He's dressed as a Blue Panther.
Oh, is he?
One of his favourite wrestlers ever, yeah.
Oh, okay. Deep cut, I didn't know. Yeah. I do now.
And apparently, one of the things that happened in the previous week was the WWE sent legal notice to AEW saying, stop encouraging the crowd to do the yes chant.
Oh, right.
So what the first thing he fucking does when he gets into the ring,
yes chant.
He does the fucking yes chant.
So he does the yes chant. We get the Psycho Neon Wheeler Yuta, and then he starts fighting. And then while the commotion is going on, we see they did kind of spoil this actually, because the crowd didn't see, but they did cut to Darby Allin in the rafters coming down. And then anyway, Darby Allin
apparently he got stuck halfway through, which is why they had to swap the It was supposed to be
a continuous
vignette, and then Darby Allin comes down, but he gets stuck, so they're like, "Quick, get Daniel Bryan out there instead."
Okay. But yeah, so anyway, Darby Allin comes down a la Sting style from the rafters. And he joins in, and they fight off.
Yeah.
They fight off the Death Riders. They fight off Claudio and.
Do you notice a pattern here that is happening with all of the people who are coming to Hangman's aid?
Are they all these former?
No, it's not to do with who they are. It's what they're doing in the match. Specifically, what they're doing in the match. Brilliant, genius thing that makes Hangman face so much more of a baby face.
Because Brian came out after they got the because they got out the plastic bag, didn't they? They was going to do what they did to Daniel Bryan, and that's when Daniel Bryan came out.
Yeah, but the thing that all of the interferers do, none of them touch Jon Moxley.
Yeah,
not a single one of them touches Jon Moxley. All of the people interfering on Jon Moxley's behalf hits Hangman. Yeah, but then when Hangman's aid comes out, they only get rid of the people who Moxley has brought out, and none of them touch Moxley. Yeah. So the only person hitting Moxley the entire time in this match is Adam Page himself, which makes the face aspect of his character of this match so much more
He didn't
powerful.
have any help to actually beat Jon Moxley. He just had help to even the odds.
Such a genius little touch.
Oh yeah,
in a match full of genius little touches.
But I mean, you had them two come out. So you had returning Darby Allin, you had Bryan Danielson. Oh, such great thing. And then we get to the point where, as we was going to say before, so the Death Rider's now gone. It's just Marina Shafir. Oh, yeah, because Gabe Kidd was out as well. Did he come out as well?
Yeah, he
they
came
fought
out as
him
well.
off. Yeah, they fought him off. But yeah, so Marina Shafir's gone to get the belt. She's got the briefcase, and she's come back, and all of a sudden she's handcuffed to the timekeeper's table, and out comes Prince Nana
doing the dance.
What a part!
I leapt out of my chair. I probably leapt out of my chair for Prince Nana more than I leapt out of my chair for the guy that he is a prelude to.
Yeah. So she's taken out. Then we get the Young Bucks interfere on behalf of Moxley, and then we get to run off the Young Bucks. Basically, we get Swerve Strickland come out. Who would have thought Swerve Strickland?
I mean,
we would have thought because we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But finally, Swerve Strickland comes back to help the Hangman.
And what does he have with him? What has he brought with him?
He's got the chain that he got that.
Hangman left in his locker room when they had their little talk. When, specifically, the thing that Swerve was talking about was he was talking about the home that he brought that Hangman burnt down. He said, I was going to raise my kids in that place.
Yeah.
And I was hoping that my kids would raise their kids in it. But then after what you did, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to let go of the past.
Yeah, and then Hangman said he regretted it.
Yeah.
And then Swerve finally said that he regretted what he'd done to Thingy. But so Swerve came out with the chain. He hits the Young Bucks, and all he does is he simply just puts the chain in the ring. And anyone who followed our Wrestle Club recommendations from last time will know what was going to come next, because Hangman does what a Hangman does, and he finishes the match the same way as he did Jon Moxley before. And the way Jon Moxley sells being choked again. Did you see Jon Moxley's face when oh my god, Jon Moxley was perfect.
Jon Moxley thought he was going to die.
I mean, we had some nice spots before this happened with a bed of nails, which was quite tasty. But Hangman wraps the chain around Jon Moxley, throws him over the top, and literally hangs him. And Jon Moxley has to tap. And what a finish to a match!
I mean,
what a match in itself! It was. I mean, we've not done it justice.
No,
we've not done it justice at all. It is one of the best matches I've ever seen. Yeah. And if you've been following the story, like, oh my god! I mean, did the blood? I mean, I didn't watch any of the Bloodline stuff on the WWE stuff.
Right.
I mean, I saw the Cody finish his story, but I wasn't watching WWE to see the Bloodline lead up to it. So I don't know. I mean, from what I saw from the WrestleMania 4, this is better. But
you've got to remember, I did also miss out on a lot of the BT Sport era of WWE, so I wasn't a massive. But first time they did the Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns match, everyone absolutely hated it, was really pissed off with it. But then when they rolled it back at the next WrestleMania, they were like, oh, actually, the fact that they made us so disappointed last time is what makes it so much better this time. Wow. Which is kind of how I feel like this has gone. Don't get me wrong, like, you know, both Bloodline and Death Riders had saggy bits in the middle, which you can't ignore, although the big fans of both brands will probably try to as much as they can. But yeah, no,
this was perfection, though. This was
great.
I can't remember seeing anything since the Attitude Era that made me feel anything like watching this. Like, other than perhaps being at Wembley and watching. Like, we was in the building when Danielson won the title. Yeah. So
Danielson and Swerve.
Yeah. So other than that, and we was there. Mm-hmm. So other than that, I mean, this was just perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
In every way.
One of the
and
best
then you get when he finally gets the briefcase and he opens it, he clicks
and it's
open.
A struggle to open.
And he finally gets it open and he stops and he looks like he's about to break down, doesn't he? Yeah. And then he gets the belt out after 9 months or something. We haven't seen the title. Yeah. Oh my god, it felt so good.
I mean, remember my little conspiracy theories and the fact that
the belt
isn't even in it. Yeah. And it's like, you know what?
It was good.
It's such a better ending than it being up there.
I mean, I know we've only just... Well, I say we just started the show. We've been talking nearly half hour about this match. But this was you didn't watch everything from the past weekend. I did. This is by far the best thing all weekend. I mean, there was a great tag match earlier in the night, but this is the best thing. This is pro wrestling. Whether you think whether you're into hardcore wrestling or not, I mean, it might have been a bit gruesome for some people, but I mean, this is a wrestling story. This is so good. It's perfect. It's perfect.
This is I'm conflicted now as to what is my match of the year.
Oh, this has got to be on there. This is close. This was better than the Hollywood ending. This was better than the Hollywood ending.
I think you're right, but it's such a conflict for me at the moment.
This is so good.
Yeah.
This is so good.
I mean, at the very least, for me at least, I know that you put the Hollywood ending at a different spot in your top 10, but for me, it is 1A and 1B, and then number 2 is like...
light years away.
Yeah.
Wow, that was the main event of All In. Should we talk about some of the other matches on the card?
Yes,
because
let's
go through the card.
Shall we start off with the pre-show?
We won't talk about the pre-show.
Let's
not bother. This ain't going to go on as long as All In itself.
No, yeah.
So we'll start with the first match. We had the Ops Trios Tag Team title against the Death Riders.
In which the most important thing that happened was the spot that was the prelude to what happened to Will Ospreay in the main event.
It was the post-match angle that took out Samoa Joe with the chair. But other than that, to be honest for this, I mean, it was a fine match.
It was a great, it was a fun little opener. It was a tone setter.
I mean, to be honest, they could have done the post-match angle on Dynamite and then not had this on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you could have taken out Samoa Joe on Dynamite, actually, yeah.
And this could have been... It's because, I mean, this was a sick... I mean, this is my... I mean, I love this show, but for me, it didn't really get going until like a good while in, and I think a lot of this first stuff, some of these... Like, this match, I think, could have been on Dynamite or something, or especially... I mean, this match only served the angle, really. Could have been on Dynamite. It was a fine match, but it really got lost in the shuffle with the rest of the 6 or 7 hours on the show.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
For me. And then we had... Well, we'll talk about... They had 2 casino gauntlets. Should we just talk about both the casino gauntlets?
Yeah, that makes sense,
as a thing. Because we had a men's one and a women's one. They were both quite good. They not as good as previous gauntlet matches.
No, I feel like the novelty of the gauntlet match has perhaps... Because here's the thing. The first ever casino gauntlet match that's ever happened was February last year.
Yeah.
And we've had a few of them since then. Yeah. We've had tag ones, we've had men's ones, we've had women's ones. And they have been but last year, the one that we saw live at Wembley Stadium, because of the fact that it had some incredible surprises.
There was a lot of surprises. There was a lot of there was new, because that's one thing. The men's one they didn't have any new signings.
No new signings.
Which I'm fine with, because I don't really want AEW signing every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Yeah.
But I mean, the biggest surprises was Juice Robinson. And we had the
babyface Juice Robinson.
Babyface Juice Robinson, and the Guns.
The Guns,
were there as well.
Which the Guns is not necessarily a surprise, because all they've done is they've waited until this moment to bring them back. Apparently, they've been raring to go for a while now, but Tony needed a surprise for this match.
So I mean, we didn't have a lot of surprises in the men's one, and MJF won, which we kind of... See, that's the thing with the other gauntlets.
Less predictable.
We didn't know who was in the actual gauntlet matches. We knew MJF and Thingy was starting this, and it was very predictable that he was going to win.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it was very unpredictable that in the one that we saw at Wembley, Christian Cage was going to win. Yeah. And no one really liked that ending.
No, but I mean, it was unpredictable. So, I mean, they were... This was good. It was fun. The women's one was just as fun, I thought. We had a new signing with a Japanese girl. I forget her name now.
Yeah, no, it's not somebody who was on my radar previously.
Yeah, and did we have any returns from
Ty Mello?
Carmella, yeah, but she already returned the other week though, didn't she?
Oh, did she?
She returned on Dynamite the other week.
Oh, Christ,
so it wasn't even a new...
I was going to say, because, like,
she's been back for a couple of weeks, yeah.
I was sure she came back for this specifically, and she came out, she got no pop whatsoever.
Yeah, well, no, she'd already come back.
But I feel bad for Carmella. I don't know why everyone's decided that they don't like her.
The only thing I didn't... Well, she got a good pop when she first came back.
Yeah.
But the only thing about this one, it seemed like there was a lot of involvement from the seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you just put them in the match?
Yeah.
You could have just put them in the match.
Exactly.
I mean, with the gauntlet match, there's no set time limit for when the entrants can come in.
Megan Bain went down and she was flanked by Penelope.
And then we had what's it? Julia Hart came out with Sky Blue. And Sky Blue done as much in the match as everyone else who was officially in it. So, considering this is a match where the entrants are random and the timing spacing is random, you could have just had quick fire entries and just put them all in the match.
Or maybe, did commentary at any point ever say that, oh, by the way, these two are coming in together as, like, their it's so random, two people can enter at once.
No, they weren't. But that's the thing, they were seconds. They weren't. So Sky Blue wasn't in the match. Penelope Ford wasn't in the match. And Anna Jay wasn't in the match. But they was all out there being involved. Why not just put them in the match? It would have made sense. But it was still fun. The gauntlets are a good fun thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's another thing, whereas this match, there was two of them on this show. Did we really need two gauntlet matches? Is it a thing just because there's a men's one, we have to have a women's one? It's
well, I mean, like, here's the thing.
I mean, I'm all for equality, but
I feel like firstly, we should only ever have one men's one a year, one women's one a year, and if we absolutely have to, a tag team one a year.
Yeah.
And if we do them, I don't think they should take place. It's not like it's the Royal Rumble where the event is called the Royal Rumble. You have to have both of them on the same show. I feel like... Yeah,
but even that with the Royal Rumble, I don't like the fact that you have two Royal... Just because the men have one, the women have to have one.
Yeah.
I think if you had a 2-night Royal Rumble, where you had one each night would be fine. Or if you, like you suggested, alternate
every year.
And then you can free up your main event scene at WrestleMania without having to deal with that storyline.
Exactly, yeah. And I actually think that that would make the Royal Rumble a lot more special as well.
Yeah,
because
if they're only ever
two a year,
every 2 years. Yeah,
every 2 years, is a lot more special, I think.
Yeah. So they were both fine. They were both fine matches.
That's actually another thing I was thinking, oh, Christ, I'm going off on a tangent. But I was like, right, maybe 1 year, Casino Royale for the men, Continental Classic for the women, and then swap around. So, maybe 1 year in WWE, Royal Rumble for men, Money in the Bank for the women.
Well, see, with the Continental... I mean, they don't do a women's Continental Classic, but they do the Owen Hart one. But then because they spread the Owen Hart over things, it's not too bad. And the same with the King and Queen of the Ring, because they now spread it over, it's not too bad.
Yeah, because you can do that with a tournament. Anyway,
If it was like a one-day tournament, then I'd think, well, why you can't do that? But...
And I'm really just filling time here. I'm putting off what we have to talk about next, because unfortunately the next thing we have to talk about is quite depressing.
What, Dustin Rhodes?
No, we're not.
Adam Cole. Yeah, sorry, it's because I'm looking at the match order, but we was followed by the first gauntlet match. We was followed by Adam Cole coming out. He relinquished the TNT Championship. The TNT.
Yeah, he relinquished the TNT Championship and also said he might have to retire.
Yeah,
one absolute punch to the gut.
The thing, at the time, because they said it was health issues, and I thought. As someone who's had some health issues, I thought, well, what is... Like, even more than a wrestling injury, it's like, I'd rather him be like, he's pulled a muscle or he's done something that he can't wrestle anymore, rather than have a serious illness. Like Roman Reigns was like, had leukemia and stuff. You know what I mean? So, but, I mean, this seems like, what I've heard is it seems like it's concussion-based.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because he had when he had that concussion from the Forbidden Door, wasn't it? It was quite a bad one, wasn't it?
He's had... multiple concussions in the last couple of years, and unfortunately it's when you get multiples that's when the problems start happening and they start reoccurring.
And it happens, because that's what one of the main problems Ronda Rousey had. Because that's why because I remember I watched an interview of her, because that's one of the reasons why she had to make her fight style that she had to beat the women in such quick time, because if she got rocked, she'd get a concussion.
Yeah.
And that's why I think was it Holly Holm who beat her like in the end? Yeah, because she got a concussion. Like Holly Holm rocked her.
Yeah.
And then she got concussion, and then she just got back, and that's why it looked like she was rubbish. But how can you fight when you can't?
I know, yeah.
So I mean, that's why
he just, and he is not long having come back from
the
a
ankle.
Huge injury where he shattered his ankle jumping off of a small ledge. What an absolute...
He's had such a
unlucky
time.
And also, one of, apparently, the nicest blokes you could ever meet in your life.
And because we went to the first All In, when he was in the opener and the main event, and what a storyline he had there. And then he busted his ankle.
Yeah.
And it's just not been the same for him since. Yeah. It's just, it's so
He was
sad.
never able, because, he was stuck in that dreadful devil mask thing.
Yeah, it's just...
And it just didn't happen for him for so long. And then he tried to turn back face, and people don't really know how to, react to him anymore.
And he's just got the...
Paragon didn't ever get any momentum behind him.
No, and he's got the TNT title. He's just trying to start doing something, and then this...
Yeah.
I mean, I think he was going to lose to Carl Fletcher anyway.
That was, I think, supposed to be the plan. Yeah. I think what they've done with the match, because, look, I'll just say who wins now.
Let's get into the match, because obviously because he's vacating the title because of his injury, then we get, instead of him and Carl Fletcher, we get a four-way with Carl Fletcher, Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara, and Dustin Rhodes, who both, the latter of the two, had already had a match on the pre-show. And then, Dustin Rhodes wins, which... Yeah.
I think is an attempt for them to...
Well, they're in Texas, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it's a crowd pop.
They're trying to bring the crowd back from the really heart-wrenching speech.
But Tony Khan does like to...
give the hometown boy
Yeah, because, we didn't mention when we spoke about the gauntlets, Athena won the gauntlet.
Athena won the gauntlet, yeah.
So, and she's a Texan gal, so... So
that's actually really interesting, because I don't know who Athena goes after. I don't know, because, she's got history with Mercedes Moné, but Mercedes Moné still has that, it's not the world title, it's the TNT title, which is the mid-card title.
I think it's the world title shot, though. I think it's for a world title. So
it definitely is for a world title shot, yeah. That would be great to see her going against Tony Storm. That would be fantastic.
So, but, this match was another one. To be honest... I probably wouldn't have had this on the card even prior to the injury news.
Yeah.
Because there was no momentum going into it.
No,
really,
I feel like this was just going to be used as a moment to crown Kyle Fletcher in a big crowd, because they're grooming him for a top spot.
Oh yeah,
he is
really good.
Oh yeah, he's in before this. Carl Fletcher versus Will Ospreay in a steel cage was your match of the year.
He's already had match of the year. As far as might not be anymore. But,
no, might not be anymore. No,
but this was good. Mm-hmm. Well, should we get on to see now? This is where for me the show really started.
Yeah,
because we had next Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay taking on the Young Bucks in my opinion, possibly now up there with the greatest tag team match I've ever seen.
Really, yeah.
It's in the top 3.
It is such a good story.
This is up there with the Young Bucks versus Hangman
and Page and Kenny Omega
and the FTR Briscoe strap match.
Yeah.
This was. If the main event hadn't have had all the bells and whistles and it was just a normal... This was the best. This was the best in-ring wrestling of the weekend, in my opinion. As a pure wrestling match.
Yeah.
No, if you took storyline out of it and you just had a wrestling match, you just saw... you just turned up at an event without seeing anything.
Yeah.
This is the best wrestling.
But that is the thing as well. That's what I love about AEW. In this match, it's the wrestling that told the story.
Yeah. Oh,
This is Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay being great singles competitors, and when they are going one-on-one with each of the Young Bucks, they are wiping the floor with them. But when it comes to them fighting as a team, that's when the Young Bucks have the advantage.
And this was so good. Again, from the entrances, we had the dickish fucking the founding father stuff when I came out on a boat, which was basically like it was a boat on the top of a cherry picker, basically, wasn't it? That's what it was.
I made myself a drink. I was like, this is going to be a while. I've got time.
And one did confuse the Swerve Strickland entrance did confuse me.
Because nobody, and here's the thing,
because no one really explained on commentary. Because he came out to what's the song? Ain't Nobody.
Yeah, but do you know who sang that?
And it was which apparently is he's an
indie,
old indie thing. But it was also sung by a woman who I didn't know it was, who has now found out was Bray Wyatt's wife.
Yeah, JoJo. Yeah, she left WWE.
So it was Bray Wyatt's wife was singing a song which they didn't actually tell us was.
Yeah.
So she just sung like a verse and a chorus of that, and then Swerve just came out normally, and I got so confused.
I so want her to be at Forbidden Door in London because I don't think anybody would even care whether or not that it was Swerve Strickland's. Londoners just fucking love some Shaka Khan.
Yeah, we do.
We will fucking sing our heart. If we hear that someone is singing...
Oh, we'll sing to anything.
Yeah, we'll sing to anything. Yeah, we love a bit of Shaka Khan in this country.
Mr. Blobby was number one in our country when I was young. So it's just because what we've put up with. But we had great entrances, and then this match...
And if you watch Swerve Strickland's entrance again with that context,
then it makes
so much
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Actually, Dave, how are you doing for beer?
I've actually run out. Right. Shall I waste some time and plug our socials?
Fortunately, I've front packed the fridge with beer, so I literally just have to go down, open the fridge, grab it, come back up.
He's going to go and grab some beer. And while you wait, while I wait for my next beer, I'm going to plug the socials. So, we are on social media. We are at LOB Wrestling on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, and even Threads. So if you want to follow us on there, these episodes of the Lobcast are also on Spotify. So go check us out on there if you want to listen on Spotify. And of course, while you're at it, take the chance now on this ear to smash that like button. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. And so do all that stuff, like I just said. And that is perfect timing because he is coming back with the beer.
Ooh, did I actually do a good job?
You actually did a good job. I did not have to, I had to slow down what I was saying, but I didn't have to talk absolute nonsense.
Hey man, go into that 75% speed speech.
You do realise now though, because we talked about the Swerve entrances and then we had that beer, when I make a short video out of this review, I will now have to edit or take that out. Unless I just go, cut, and then we go, Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay versus the Young Bucks, and straight into the video. Oh, I'm going to open my beer. There we go. Let's open my beer. Caffeine. Right.
I will say I am a bit wired because I had one before you came round, and I am a little bit wired right now. I've got to say.
Right. Shall we get into the actual review of the match? Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay versus the Young Bucks. Best tag team match I've seen for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you see the Outrunners versus FTR on Collision?
Yes, that was good.
Did you? Okay, yeah. I was just going to say, I heard people... I have not seen that match. I heard people wax lyrical about it, saying it's one of the best tag team matches they've ever seen.
It was another one.
But not...
Because it's TV, though, I kind of... It comes and goes. Pay-per-view, I tend to remember more.
Yeah.
Because, Because the thing is... Well, when it comes to TV... I watch it and then I don't rewatch it. Whereas pay-per-views, I'll watch it and I'll go, oh, that was a good match, and I might watch it again, and so. But yeah, this match was probably the this was so good. I mean, there was some things in this match. I mean, there was a 30-second spot that was so fast. It was so fast. It started. What did it start off with?
Is it the one that ended with the
them doing their finishers?
Yeah.
What did it start off with?
I think it started off with super kicks, didn't it? Or
did it start with? It started off with something stupid. What did it start with? No, it started with Canadian destroyers.
Oh right, yeah.
I think we had no. Did it start with a buckshot? It started with a buckshot lariat. That's it.
Yes.
So Nick Jackson. So this all happened in about 30 seconds because I went back and I timed it once I was rewatching it. I went, how quick was that? You blink, you'll fucking miss it. It started off. So Nick Jackson gives a signal. He does a buckshot lariat. Ospreay ducks into a full Nelson. No, he ducks, and then Will Ospreay does that thing where he flips over him into like the power driver.
Yep.
Then that goes into a full Nelson somehow. It was so fast. Then that turns into super kicks because all 4 of them are there. Load of super kicks. Then we get a double Canadian Destroyer from the Young Bucks on Swerve and Ospreay, who then instantly pop up and then give the Young Bucks both the Hidden Blade,
Yeah.
and the House Call.
And no notes, guys. We do not do notes. This is all from memory.
So it was in 30 seconds it was like buckshot, flip, full Nelson, reversal, super kicks, Canadian Destroyers, finishing moves. And then the crowd and I was just like, what on earth am I, what is this?
It is, yeah.
This is just like, Jim Cornette has just had an heart attack.
He's had an aneurysm.
Because of the wrestling. I loved it. It was just so. I mean, that's one of the spots I remember. There was so much in this match. It was just.
This is where I.
Just them 30 seconds alone, it was just like, tag team, love it.
This is when All In became the biggest show of the year for me.
Yeah, during this match, Because up until this match, I was a bit fatigued because obviously I'd had the pre-show stuff. I weren't feeling a lot of the earlier matches. I mean, I did enjoy the Met because we had the men's gauntlet was before this, which was fun.
Yeah,
but it wasn't until this match.
Absolutely, yeah.
That I saw. I mean, and we had the female gauntlet one afterwards, which was all right.
I thought it was really good.
But it was this. Yeah. It was this match where I started feeling like this is. I think a lot of the stuff before they could have chopped off the show.
Absolutely.
But this for me was so much fun.
Yeah.
This is possibly the best This is the best tag team match I've seen in a few years.
Yeah.
Quite easily. Possibly one of the best tag team matches I've ever seen. That's how good it was.
I would absolutely 100% agree with that.
Yeah, it was just... I mean, trying to remember in spots from this match, because this was so fast-paced.
Yeah.
It was so good. There was a lot of callbacks to other stuff, like I said, with the Nick Jackson trying to do the buckshot lariat and things. It was just... it was just brilliant. It was just so good.
It's just a shame it wasn't for the tag team championships.
I mean, you even had a great spot where Will Ospreay was basically knocked out, hanging over the ropes, and he's just taking unprotected super kicks in the face. And then we get Swerve Strickland crawl back in the ring and stand in front of him to protect him, like basically mirroring what happened a few weeks ago when they handcuffed Swerve and then Will Ospreay protected Swerve. So it's basically just mirroring.
That is what they do.
And it's just callback. It's just these little callbacks to things that have happened that people have been watching. Like, you think, because I'm not being funny, it's not exactly long-term storytelling, but it is, because it's just these small little things that it's just like, for those of us that have been watching, it's like, oh, that's like what happened a few weeks back. And it's the same with the main event when we had how the finish was the same as callback to the finish.
Yeah.
So it's just these little things that they put in the matches, and this was a perfect example of that. This is great tag team wrestling. This is great.
Shame you can't say that for the next match we have to talk about.
Oh, what was that? Oh yeah, we had the
Hurt Syndicate versus Jet Speed, which is Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey, versus the Patriarchy, which is Christian Cage and Nick Wayne. By far and away the worst thing on the show.
You know what? I did enjoy this match.
Did you enjoy it?
It was a fine match.
I
don't see why it needed to be on this 6-hour pay-per-view.
Yeah. I mean...
Then again...
The post-match
angle. I mean, we'll talk about the post-match angle. I will talk about the match because I do want to mention Speedball Mike Bailey. Because again... I really enjoyed Speedball Mike Bailey in this match. Now, he's a weird one for me.
Yeah.
Because...
I thought you would have loved him when he first came in.
Yeah, see, you thought I'd have loved him with the gimmick and stuff. And I did... When he first came, I did not like him. And then he had that triple threat match at Revolution. Was it Revolution? With Omega. It was the match he had with Omega and Ricochet.
Might have been Dynasty. I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah, one of them. But it was Omega and Ricochet at the time. And I really enjoyed him in that. And I feel like I don't like his one-on-one stuff.
Yeah.
But when he's a cog in a much larger wheel, I enjoy his presence. And I really I did enjoy him in this match. I like him. I like Kevin Knight. I actually enjoyed, I do enjoy Christian's silly gimmick. But yeah, this was a fine match. But I mean, again, you're watching it and really it was just Bobby and Shelton just beating everyone up, weren't it, really? So, I mean, it didn't need to be on the show. It was fine. But it was about the post-match because we had Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian turn on Christian Cage.
Yeah. Which
then brought out Edge, a.k.a. Cope.
Yes.
Came out. Yeah, it was good fun. And then...
on this day, he sees clearly.
He saw clearly. Everything came to light. And then, he came running down to the ring. Well, I say he came running down to the ring. He took a Jeff Hardy length of time getting to the ring.
He got his shit in.
Just like Jeff Hardy did when he came to save his pole. But he came down with Spike. He had these spikes.
Although nothing is ever going to be as funny as seeing Jeff Hardy run down to the ring to help his brother.
Stop stop halfway down the ramp to do his gesture.
Little gesture. I don't know what you call that, but I've always thought
it's like the gun symbol on his hand when he's just like flipping. I mean, I'm sitting here doing
wanking himself off with two hands.
The thing is, I'm sitting here in this room doing it. as I'm explaining it to, but you can't explain it. Anyone who's
like you're the one who's concussed.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, so anyone who's watched Jeff Hardy knows what I'm talking about with the flippy hands and stuff as he comes down to the ring. But yeah, so Edge, aka Cope, came down with Spike, chased everyone off, and then again another callback to a previous. Where Christian famously said to Edge, "Go fuck yourself."
Yep.
And Copeland said, "Go find yourself," which I thought was a bit cheesy, but it was a nice callback to.
Do you know what? I was like, oh, okay, they've subverted my expectations.
Yeah,
and they've turned what was quite for me a low point of the show into oh, okay, yeah, right.
Well, I like the fact that they didn't instantly team up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I like the fact now that they can build to them teaming up, which I think will be an entertaining story when they eventually do.
I mean, the thing with that is that I would have thought that they were going to both do their last matches, like they were going to do their last tag team match together in Toronto, which I can't remember which event that is, but it's an event that they've got coming up in this calendar year.
Yeah, but who says they're going to retire this year? They could go for another 2 years.
No.
They could do. You could have the rest of this year. They could get back together in Toronto.
I feel like the patriarchy storyline with Christian Cage and the whole thing that he's been doing with Cope could have been so more quickly done, and it could have already wrapped up by now.
I know. I think Christian Cage disappears for a little while now, and then we come back and we build to it because you have to remember, just because the little dickheads turned on him, it doesn't mean that Christian is now a face. Christian still needs to have his face turned. So I think we get to a point, perhaps maybe, where Christian disappears. Then we get a situation where Edge is dealing with FTR maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then Christian comes out and helps Edge, and then they join together. They take on FTR, and then perhaps they then take on these two little dickheads after that. Yeah. And then we get maybe a tag team title run at some point and stuff like that. But I'm looking for the match. This tag team match wasn't good. The post match angle was fine. I'm looking forward to where it goes because I really want to see Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
Because I want to. Because I mean, I want to see I want to see it because they kind of dropped the ball with the Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's AEW's fault or not, because the Hardy Boys did seem a bit... But then they've been doing good work in TNA, so I don't know.
They've been doing good work in TNA, but also you've got to remember that Jeff... Do you remember that match that Jeff had while he was part of the tag? Matt and Jeff and Darby. Apparently, in one of those matches that they had, Jeff was off his face.
Probably.
So, and I don't necessarily think he was off his face on drugs. I think he was off his face on, he'd gotten battered. He rung his bell.
I mean, to be honest, they might be doing good work in TNA, but then also they're not facing the likes of the Young Bucks or Will Ospreay or anyone like that. It is a lower.
Yeah,
I don't want to shit on TNA. I really don't want to shit on TNA, but it's not the same standard, is it?
I listen to a lot of professional wrestling discourse online. I listen to a lot of podcasts, watch a lot of YouTube videos. I don't hear their names come up an awful lot.
I mean, you know, I don't want to shit on TNA, but their main event program is Trick Williams and Santana.
Yeah.
So, not that they're bad, but that's NXT level. Yeah. That's not...
Trick Williams is fantastic and actually one
Santana's
of the people...
good as well, but...
tell you what, we'll talk about that when it comes to Saturday night's main event, because even though I haven't seen it, I have got... I'm going to have reasons
some opinions
as to why I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
And I think those reasons get into a lot of, what my current gripes and grievances are with the current WWE product.
Okay. Well, should we get on to the next match? Because this is excellent stuff.
So this is basically the first of what is effectively 3 main events on this show. We've already talked about the main event, which is Hangman and Page versus Jon Moxley. This, however, Timeless Toni Storm versus Mercedes Moné for the AEW Women's World Championship.
This was fantastic. And I am expecting this to be on your top 10 of the year when we get...
Do you?
Well, for me, this was better than Mercedes Moné versus Jamie Hayter. And that made your top 10.
Yeah.
So this has to be... This was the second best women's match of the year.
Yeah, I'm actually...
Only behind the Hollywood ending.
I am actually, in my head, I am tossing up between this one and the Jamie Hayter one.
This was better.
You think this one was better?
Yeah, this was better. This was better. It had more to prop it up.
Yeah.
It was, this was so...
Yeah.
There was some great stuff in this match. Oh, I mean, first of all... well, give me your opinions on it, Lee, because you're a connoisseur of when it comes to the in-ring stuff. And if you think this is as good as the Jamie Hayter one, I want to hear your opinions.
Right. So, yeah, I thought at certain points Toni Storm might have been a bit awed by the occasion. She understands that this is the one that everybody has been coming up to. And to me... she seemed a little bit like a deer caught in headlights at times. And then I realised that that's all a fucking act and I've been completely brought in. I have been totally worked.
Yeah.
What an absolute fucking barn burner of a match. Toni Storm is... yeah, she's the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
This is what I expect from the 2 best women's wrestlers of today. These are the 2 best women's wrestlers at the moment, easily.
Yeah, and if you don't follow Japanese or Mexican wrestling, that means they're probably the greatest women's professional wrestlers.
They're the best. I mean, there's a couple of women on WWE I like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong. Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, Io Sky.
I was thinking more of Stephanie Vaquer.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk about her again in a bit as well. But, I mean, think of what Stephanie Vaquer would be doing if she signed with AEW. Oh, my God. Mind you, she's getting a good push. I won't go into that. Well, let's talk about this match. That's what we're talking about. WWE stuff later. But, best women's match. Other than that Hollywood ending... I think this is the best. This is the best women's match.
Yep.
I mean, this was just so good. There was some great. I mean, there was some serious stuff. There was some comedy gold in here as well.
Oh my god!
I mean, the bit where Toni Storm got Mercedes Moné into a tombstone position.
I want to hear how you like express this because
I mean, I'm just going to say what I saw. Toni Storm bit Mercedes Moné in the fanny. That's it. Or like, I mean, it was. I mean, it was a work. It was
her out.
It was a worked bite. It wasn't a shoot bite, but it was. I mean, she mentioned it on the media scrum as well, which was quite funny. What was it she said? She said, "I'm glad Mercedes Moné tried to kiss me. I'm glad she keeps her lips clean. All 4 of them."
I hadn't seen any of the scrum. I've got to be honest.
You got. I don't particularly watch the media scrums too much anymore because it is a bit. But I always watch. I always go to watch Toni Storm's because she did that and then she walked off and took Renee Paquette with her. She just scooped up Renee Paquette and just dragged her off. So Tony Khan was on his own for the rest of the thing.
Oh, so at the end of the night, John Moxley lost everything.
Yeah, she just went, "Oh, Renee, I'm taking you with me," and just took her off. It's funny.
Well, that's the thing with Renee; she only dates the champions.
Exactly. But let's get back to this match. So I mean, we had comedy. We had that. We had there was another good. I just love everything. I mean, they even had the bit like the where Luther walks Tony on her shoulders so she can do the move on the apron and things like that. There was it was just so good. It was just such a good match. There was I can't remember the specific. I mean, you've recently just watched this one actually, but I mean, I'm trying to remember specifics because I've watched so many hours of wrestling. Yeah, but I mean, and I've watched this match twice. I'm going to go back and watch it again because it was so good.
There was a great moment towards the beginning where they were like in a collar and elbow tie up, and they could not separate from each other. They ended up on the apron, at which point they broke away from each other. Mercedes Moné sat on the rope and told Toni Storm, get in the ring so I can continue beating you up. And Toni Storm just, instead of going through the ropes that Mercedes Moné opened up for her, decided to get on the floor, roll in the ring, and then start doing some kind of like, I don't know, seductive dance.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like it was a bit where Mercedes went out and then Toni Storm started doing the Mercedes dance and stuff. That was quite funny. I remember a lot of the comedy stuff. I do like my comedy wrestling, but I mean, this was just
3 Storm Zeros in a row.
3 Storm Zeros in a row. That was very good stuff.
I did think it ended.
What was the finish? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember.
Storm Zero from the top rope.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, because she did the 3 in the row.
I was expecting Mercedes Moné to kick out of that. I actually got to say, the ending sort of caught me by surprise a little bit.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I didn't know. This was one of them rare instances where I didn't really know who was going to win. Because I could have seen it go either way. I could have seen Mercedes win and carry on with the belt collector gimmick. Or, I mean, my wife was so happy Tony won this because she really does not like the belt collector gimmicks. And I'm thinking you would have hated Kenny Omega a few years back because she wasn't watching then. I was like, you would have really hated Kenny Omega or FTR. I'm like, didn't you remember when FTR had all the belts?
Kenny Omega did not have half as many belts as Mercedes Moné has ended up having.
But the ones he did have meant something. Not to shit on.
I mean, like she's got the Queen of Southside.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to shit on Rev Pro or anything because that's like one of ours, you know. But it's not. I mean, he had the AAA title. Kenny Omega had the AAA title, the Impact title, you know.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing. Actually, we're going to see a Forbidden Door coming up, and Eve before this show had Chris Statlander. Eve is a all-female promotion that operates in London.
It's the one that Will Ospreay helps run.
Yeah, Will Ospreay
because his wife works on it. Oh, she was a surprise in the Battle Royal as well.
Alex Windsor turned up. Yeah,
that was a
which people know now because of
or as she says on the thing, Windsor.
Yeah,
well, it makes me laugh. I like it.
Yeah,
but that was the Toni Storm match. Should we get on to the second of our?
Kazuchika Okada versus Kenny Omega, And this match is winner take all for the AEW Continental Championship and AEW International Championship. And together, they become the AEW Unified Championship. Christ, what a fucking mouthful.
It was. So, this was Omega Okada 4? Is that right?
5.
Omega Okada 5. This match. So, yeah, let's get into this one. I enjoyed this match. It's a bit of a weird one because it's not as good as the other Okada matches.
No.
So part of me was like, oh, it wasn't as good as those. But then, to be honest, these two guys are 7-8 years older.
Yeah.
They've done a lot since the last match.
I believe their last match was 2017, 2018?
It was
pre-pandemic.
It was pre-pandemic. It was pre-AEW.
Yeah.
Because I think they had their match, and I think like the year later in the Tokyo Dome was when Omega fought Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
So they weren't like fighting each other again. So it has been a long time since their last match.
And it is a completely different kind of match.
It is.
This is so much more psychology focused than the first one.
Yes, it really was. And that's one thing I mentioned about like how because when we did our top 10 of the year, there was a couple of Takeshita matches on there.
Yeah.
Where he fought Will Ospreay and he fought Kenny Omega. And I said I preferred the Omega one. And it was precisely for that reason, the psychology of the match. I mean, while I love Will Ospreay, it was the psychology that picked it. And this is what this had. When you compare it to their previous bouts, it's not as intense or flashy. But it was... Yeah, it played off of the previous match as well.
Yeah.
It played off of Kenny Omega's recent health issues very well.
Yes.
It played off of the introduction of the Don Callis family aspect was good. Yeah, this was a very good match. I mean, it wasn't... I mean, it's weird because when you see those two names together, Okada Omega, and the rest of the card, you would automatically think, this is going to be the match.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't. There was about...
3 matches that were better than this.
Yeah, there were 3 matches that were better than this. But as a standalone match,
epic.
And it was very good. It was so good. Kenny Omega does not have a bad match.
No, he doesn't. If he had a match on Dark
Which
back in the day, when he was wrestling on Dark, that match could easily be one of the top 10 matches.
Yeah, he had a match on Dark against Joey Janela.
Yeah.
And it's one of the best matches of AEW I've seen.
Yeah.
You know what, actually? I'm gonna put that in my Wrestle Club recommendation later, as well as what I previously think, because that was a good match. I don't know when it was. We'll have to search it to find it on the thing. But yeah, Kenny Omega doesn't have a good match, and I really like this. And so Okada won. He's now the unified. What is it called? The unified champion.
Unified champion.
So he's unified the belts. One thing I will say about this is, I had this weird feeling because Kenny Omega lost, and I had this weird feeling: is Kenny Omega ready to retire?
What do you mean, like properly?
Like properly. I just have a very...
Doing the old Daniel Bryan of like...
Yeah, well, because like he lost this... I was surprised, because I thought to myself, if he loses this match, like... It's because, I mean, the issues he's had have been quite serious, and he's had a lot of like...
He's had vertigo.
He was wrestling with vertigo for like a year or whatnot. He had diverticulitis.
He's probably had his fair share of concussions as well.
Yeah, and he's come out in interviews saying like, when he has a match like this, it takes him a week to recover.
Yeah.
So could he be winding it down? I mean, it wouldn't have surprised me if he retired after that match. It wouldn't have surprised me.
Like entirely?
No, if he came out on Dynamite and said, I'm hanging it up, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Jeez.
Like the amount of health issues he's had. I hope he doesn't. I sincerely hope he doesn't, because even though Kenny Omega, I mean, I'm not being funny. He's adapting his style now. He's changing, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
But I have to say, even if Kenny Omega is only on 20% of what he used to be, he's still better than half of that roster at 20%. You know what I mean? 25%. He's better than after. So I hope he continues.
There is no chance in hell that the last match of Kenny Omega happened without people knowing that this is the last
chance. You don't know. He is a very private person.
He's a very private person, yes, but...
Christopher Daniels did it.
Yeah. I suppose so, yeah. You know?
I mean, I want to talk about Christopher Daniels later. We'll come back to that. He worked me, and I want to talk about it. But we'll come back to that. But yeah, this was a great match. I don't want to down on the Kenny Omega thing. It's just I hope that he looks after himself and he carries on, because even if he's changing his style and he's not doing what he used to do, he is still one of the best wrestlers and best storytellers on the show.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I hope he continues for a lot longer. So this was good. And then we had the main event, which we spoke about. So that was All In Texas, another All In. Very weird. One thing I will say about All In was very weird for me. It was very strange watching an All In and not being in the building.
I know. Yeah.
It was strange for me because I've never seen.
Have you never seen the TV tapings?
Well, no, I've watched them.
Yeah.
I've watched them back, but obviously it's because it was weird because this is the first time I watched a stadium show for AEW and not be there.
Not being in the stadium,
And it's weird because obviously the sound of it on the TV is a lot different to the other pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Which I never really noticed because obviously I've gone back and looked at some of the other stuff. It's the same at like Wembley and that. But obviously I never really picked it up rewatching it back because my memory is just remembering, that's the bit when we was all singing this and doing that at this match. And then, we was all doing,
Swerve's house 5 times.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So it was very weird watching, for me it was very weird watching this stadium show.
I just got shivers down my spine thinking about singing the final countdown.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was the first time watching them in a stadium show not being there. So I'm very looking forward to seeing them in an arena setting. It's going to be a different experience. But yeah, this was such a good show. There was a few matches I think, while they were decent, probably could have been cut. I think the first hour, it didn't really start for me until we got into Swerve and the Bucks. Yeah. Before that was kind of like, okay. But it is how you leave them. And with that main event...
Mate, yeah, it is
that main event,
I did not feel the kinds of, I think top to bottom, AEW have had at least 2 cards better than this show this year. I think Revolution was better. I think Double or Nothing was better. Beginning to end. Well, but you say that, but I think if you took the first hour of this show off, this would have been top to bottom the best show. Probably, yeah.
If you took that, it was a long show. I don't think even though it's their Wrestle, like their biggest show of the year, it doesn't need to be that long. Was the ones at Wembley this long?
No, the ones at Wembley were about 4.5 hours. This is about 90 minutes longer than that.
Okay.
Because here's the thing, though, the Wembley shows were the longest ones, but now Revolution, Dynasty this year, Double or Nothing,
it's
have
weird
all
because
been as long as All In has been previously.
It's weird because we were at All In 2 previous years, and we was in the stadium from 3 p.m.
Yeah,
and we didn't leave till like 11.
Yeah,
so
I just can't wait until 2030 when All In is a 24-hour non-stop marathon.
Oh yeah, that's just a gauntlet match.
Yeah.
It was a good show. It was a good show.
We play our cards right with this podcasting game. We might even get ourselves
I want
a
press pass. I want a press pass. Give me a press pass.
I know. I was going to say we were going to get entrances into the gauntlet match itself.
Put me in, yeah.
You can do your Van Daminator.
Me, I'll go up against, what's Ed Slappy Boy's name? I forgot his name now. Simon Miller. Me and Simon Miller could go at it. There we go. Well,
when you said Slappy Boy's name,
Slappy Boy's name,
I was sure you were thinking about Ricochet.
No, the other bald one, Simon Miller. Me and Simon Miller.
That's the point, actually. Where's Ricochet on this card? Ricochet's not on this card.
He was in the gauntlet match, wasn't he?
Oh, he was in the gauntlet match, right? Yeah, of course, yeah. That's him, bloody Takeshita Bandido. It
was a stacked thing, but because we knew I'm not being funny. All of them.
Yeah.
About that gauntlet match, I was sitting there watching it, and the countdown comes, and I went to Ness, Bandito's coming out.
Yeah.
And then he comes out, and then I went, Takeshita's coming out. And it weren't until, what's fucking Ed Piece's name? The TNA guy who's just came over. The good the wrestler. What's his name? Bald guy. He's in the Dog Dallas family.
Oh, Josh Alexander.
Josh Alexander,
Yep.
yeah, he's quite good, but he's but when he it wasn't until he came out because I totally forgot he was in. But the rest of the other ones, it was just like, yeah, he's that one. I could guess him. Overall, good show.
Yeah,
absolutely. Best thing of the weekend.
Oh, easily. Right, okay. I'm not going to say that. I didn't watch anything else.
You didn't watch anything else, so you're going to rely on my.
Well, let me tell you what. Are you beard up again?
Am I beard up? I've got a little bit of beer.
I've got a little bit of beer. Okay, all right, yeah, no. So I'll give you a little anecdote as to the reason why I did not see a lot of this stuff until like Monday and even
maybe you
Tuesday.
could get some more beer and I'll review the NXT show.
Go for it, mate. Yeah.
Look, give me the end. Let's talk about it. When I'm ready for beer, I'll do the NXT show.
Oh, okay, right, yeah. And
and then you can run off get beer while I tell everyone how wank that was. But God, why didn't you watch Wrestling, Lee?
Because
why are you hating on WWE?
Why am I hating
why
on
are you
WWE?
a hater?
Right, so on my plan to watch the wrestling on Saturday night was basically it was a very...
Oh yeah, you had a social life. That's why.
Yeah.
You got a social life on me, Lee. How dare you? You don't. I take this broadcast journalism seriously. I stay in and watch wrestling. And you go out with friends.
I did
How
not,
dare you?
I did not go out with friends. I was like, right, it is an incredibly lovely sunny summer's day. I am going to go out to a nice little bar that I know. I'm going to have a couple of drinks in the sunshine. I'm going to take a book. I'm going to read, I'm actually reading a Stephen King right now. It's actually really good. I won't get into it. It's actually coming out on a film. It's called The Life of Chuck. It's really good. But anyway, so I went to a little bar near me, and then one of mine and Dave's mutuals just happens to be at the same bar. And he strikes up a conversation with me and he's like, well, if you're here on your own, why don't you come and talk to us? And so I was like, okay, I'll go and talk to you. And then they start talking about we're actually going to go to this bar that's up the road. Do you want to come there with us? And I'm like, I don't want to tell them that all these really cool, nice people that I'm having quite a bit of a laugh with, that, oh no, sorry, I can't come out and have a good time right now. I have to watch a 6-hour wrestling show.
I'm going to tell everyone what really happened. Because a few days prior to this, you lost your bank card.
Yes.
So what happened is you got your bank card and you just went fucking ham. That's what it was. You got your bank card and you went, fuck, I ain't had beer for 4 days. I'm just going to fucking get wrecked. That's what happened. Let's tell them how it is. Let's tell them how it is.
Yeah, no, I got mugged not last Friday night, but the Friday night before that. I was taking somebody out and then I got taken out. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll move on from that, because wankers.
Yeah. What do we want to discuss?
Well, do you want to get up the...
Actually, you had something to say about Brian Danielson.
Brian Danielson, yes. He recently done a... not Brian Danielson. Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels.
Sorry, did I say Brian Danielson earlier?
Yeah, you said Brian Danielson.
Oh, I meant Christopher Daniels. No wonder why you looked at me funny when I said he worked me. No, Christopher Daniels.
Because we were specifically talking about Brian Danielson at the time.
I just had a fucking... It's been too much wrestling, Lee.
You've had too much beer.
I'm beer and caffeine. You fucked my brain. You'll have to get me another one in a minute. I'll tell you this story.
Yeah, then I'll get
while I tell you this story, you bring up the NXT card, and then I can start talking about that while you get another one.
Right, so talk about...
I'll tell you...
Christopher Daniels.
So Christopher Daniels was recently on Chris Van Vliet's podcast.
Yes, I have watched a lot... I haven't watched the whole thing, but I've watched a lot of the shorts that they've done.
So it has come out that the eye injury
from
Christopher Daniels... So a few years back, we had... Basically, Christopher Daniels got super kicked in the face by the Young Bucks, and he had the naughtiest black eye, bloodshot and everything.
Yeah.
And it didn't heal, did it?
And didn't heal for weeks.
It didn't heal for weeks, months.
Yeah.
He had this bloodshot eye. And it turns out it was all a fucking work. He worked everyone. He spoke to Abaddon, the girl who does all the horror
An
gimmick.
Absolute legend of a story, this, I think.
So he basically got her to hook him up with a contact
lenses specialist.
And he literally wore this contact lens for about a year and a half or something stupid.
I would love to find out if he wore that in the supermarket.
He wore it everywhere, apparently.
Jesus.
And he had this bloodshot eye that he was supposedly injured because he even went to red carpet events and things like that. Yeah. And there was eye doctors there and stuff. And they're saying, "No, that's not normal. Do you want me to have a look?" And he's like, "No, it's fine. I can see." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, he basically worked everywhere. Everyone thought it was real.
Yeah.
And it turns out it wasn't. It healed after about 2 weeks.
I saw the short of that on his channel. And I was like, that is proper fucking kayfabe. And it's just destroyed my faith in humanity.
You know what? But it's like, in a way, it's weird. It's like, in a way, you think, like, if he'd never told anyone, everyone would have believed that. But now it's, because it's now so far removed, I'm glad that it's come out because it's just like, it's like now, like The Undertaker. He never broke character. Yeah. And now he tells you everything.
I know,
I mean, it is getting a bit, it is pissing me off a bit. He's sharing too much. But but this, I love this. I just thought, that's quite cool. I wish there was a few more things like that in wrestling.
I know. Genuinely, Christopher Daniels, because of his role in how formative him and AJ Styles and Samoa Joe were for me, becoming a wrestling fan as an adult, Christopher Daniels is in my top 5 of all time.
I love Christopher Daniels.
Right.
So you're going to get beer. Yeah. Right. So I'm going to talk quickly.
Take your time.
I'm going to quickly talk about.
I need a piss as well.
So I'm going to talk about the NXT show. Do you want to talk about any of this when you get? Should I just go over this?
I might just want to hear you talk about Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints.
Right. So I was,
and also the main event as well because I.
Well, you're not leaving me much to fucking tell anyone about, really.
Well, because the rest 3 other matches.
Lee, I watched fucking 6 hours of AEW the night before this, and then before I watched this, I watched.
Oh, well, say what you want to say then, and I'll come back and ask.
Right, I'm gonna talk about. Right, he's going to get some beer, and he's gonna have a pee. So straight away, I'm gonna reiterate: like, share, and subscribe at LOB on all the socials. Now he's gone. I'm gonna go into the show that he didn't watch, which was the NXT Great American Bash, which was going head to head with AEW's All In. And I have no idea, why bother counter programming AEW All In with this fucking wank show? This was awful. This was nearly, I mean, we're gonna talk about Saturday night's main event, which Lee didn't watch because he doesn't take this seriously. What a knob. Anyway, so we started off with Javon Evans versus Jesper Troy. To be honest, don't remember half of it. It was wank, right? It really was wank. Then we had Sol Ruka with Zarya fighting Izzy Dame with Tane Paxley. This was quite fun, actually. This wasn't a bad match. I do enjoy Sol Ruka's work. I can't remember much of the specifics. Sol Ruka's Soul Snatcher finisher is great. This was a good match. Only went for about 10 minutes. Fun little women's match. Good finish. I'm enjoying the little story with Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley for anyone who's watching NXT. Not a bad match. Then we had Ethan Page and Ricky Starks in the Falls Count Anywhere match for North American Championship. Match of the show. But I will talk about that when Lee gets back. So I will circle back to that one. Then we had Obafemi versus Inamura, singles match for the NXT Championship. To be honest, this was fun. 2 big meaty guys. I quite enjoy Inamura's stuff. I do enjoy Obafemi's stuff. I think, to be fair, the fact that I watched 8 hours of AEW night before and sat through Saturday night's main event before I sat and got down to watch this, Yeah, I didn't particularly enjoy this one, to be fair. It was fine. It was serviceable. I mean, this is on a show that they put on to counteract AEW's All In. It's just not up to standard. It just wasn't. It was a bit of a miss for me. But yeah, I don't really want to shit on it. I mean, they tried. Let's put it that way. They tried. It was a fine match, but it just weren't up to the standard of the weekend. Sorry. Then the main event was Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe, aka Mariah May, taking on Fatal Influencer JC Jane and Fallon Henley. He is back with the beer, and I'm just talking about the main event, and I skipped over Ethan Page because I will circle back.
Go.
But yeah, they had a tag team match. Again, it was a fine match, quarter of an hour of fun stuff. Nothing to write home about. Again, it's the same with the match before. On a show that's booked to counteract AEW's All In, it just weren't up to scratch, really.
So, wasn't there a post-match angle with this one?
With this one? No, that was on the Evolution show.
That was on the Evolution show,
which we'll talk
right,
about separately.
Yeah.
But we'll circle back to the third match. Now Lee's back with my beer. I'm going to quickly down this one.
Oh. Sorry, I thought you down in that one. You was
I'm going down that one.
The new one.
So basically, so far, what I said was the Soul Ruka match was fun. For the North. That was a fun little women's match. Only about 10, 12 minutes. Bit disappointed with the Inamura match. The rest of it was wank.
Yeah.
To be fair, like this is what was on at the same time as All In.
Yeah.
This was wank. Why is this bit? Why you just set your brand up to foul?
Yeah.
This is wank.
You have just put them out to the wolves.
There was one good match on this show.
WWE's philosophy when it comes to counter programming AEW is basically like, we're going to give them the most mediocre stuff that we possibly can do, but with some big stars in it.
Well, so this didn't even have the big stars, though.
No, exactly. And that's one of the reasons why it didn't do anything.
It was wank. Yeah. I mean, there was one good match on it. Ethan Page and Ricky Sainz in a Falls Count match. This was good. Problem is, I didn't watch it live.
Nope.
Because I was watching All In.
Yeah.
They just set this up. This was good. This was a good fun match. There was some really good hardcore spots in there. They did like the power bomb on the chairs, like the inverted chairs, right on the hard stuff.
Oh, what you mean, like
the same spot they done on AEW? Yeah. You know, this was quite fun. There was some good stuff in this. It was a good fun match. There was a good part where they went backstage. And they encountered one of the other guys. I forgot who.
Well,
it might have been
Jasper
Troy. They encountered him and he hit them. And it was a good Falls Count. It was the best thing on the show.
Honestly, if this is this is a match over a belt. Why? And this Falls Count anywhere. Why did this not main event?
Because they signed Blake Monroe from AEW. This was wank. This show was awful.
Yeah. I have not seen it myself.
I mean, it's about a 3-hour show, and I'm just looking at the times of the matches. 10, 20, 24. There is about an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
About an hour. There's about an hour's worth of wrestling on it, and it was about 3 hours long.
Yeah.
I whizzed through. Like, I got up Saturday morning after watching All In, and I watched Saturday night's main event and this in about 3 hours. This was awful. This was the worst show of the weekend. No, actually, Saturday night. Oh, I don't know. This had a good match on it. Saturday night's main event was just shit.
Right. Well,
let's talk. Should we get into our review? Bring up the matches for Saturday night, maybe, because I don't even remember what was in this. Well, I'm going to talk about because you didn't watch Saturday night's main event.
No, I was completely put off by the old jelly roll thing.
So Lee didn't watch Saturday night's main event. I did. So here's my quick review of the card.
God, this
is
terrible.
And then we can talk about Gunther. Right? So first of all, we had Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. In about 8 minutes, it was wank. Honestly.
There's 45 minutes worth of wrestling on this show. I'm just looking at the times.
It's wank. It was about 2 hours, I think. This was wank. So Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre was wank. It was just there to set up a SummerSlam match with someone called Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
There's a rapper called Jelly Roll.
I don't know who this person is.
Who are we going to have at WrestleMania next year? Fucking Jaffa Cake? Like, I mean, what the fuck is going on?
You've been working on that.
What the fuck is wrong with people? Fucking jelly roll.
Hey, you know what? Better jelly roll than Travis fucking Scott.
Oh, this is crap. This was crap. This was a crap match on a crap show. And this is, I mean, was this on at the same time as like the main event of All In?
Yeah.
Like,
well, actually, can we? I think
this started.
Yeah.
While All In was still going.
So, and here's the thing, and this is the show on which Goldberg retired.
Yeah.
This and WWE, since doing the move to Netflix, they've given one of their other partners, NBC, thrown them a bit of a bone by doing these Saturday night's main events since they went to Netflix.
It's crap,
because like they lost a lot of content when they went to Netflix. So they gave them these Saturday night main events things as a bit of a bonus. The first couple, they were hoping would do about 2 million each. They did not reach that at all.
Awful.
They lost out on 2 million by about 25%. They did 1.5 million each. Those were not considered to be good shows. The last show, the one with John Cena on it, almost hit 2 million viewers.
That had the Ron Killings match. That was fun. Yeah. That was fun. I mean, it was shit, but it was fun. But this show, this was riddled with ads. Yeah. This was, I don't remember, was this like an hour or 2 hour show? I can't remember. But it was 45 minutes of wrestling. I watched it in about 40 odd minutes.
Yeah.
Right? This was riddled with ads. Yep. The wrestling was shit. Right? And then we had one of the worst retirement matches I think I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Here's the absolute kicker to all of this. This is Goldberg's retirement match. And this Saturday night's main event, which was initially created to be the counter-programming to AEW's biggest show of the year.
Why?
This is one of the worst rated shows that WWE has produced on on nationally broadcast television. They tanked this one.
You watch this over watching All In,
then I can only assume that Goldberg must have kicked your head at some point, because you've got a concussion.
Right, well, the first match was wank. Setting up to have a match with Jelly Roll at SummerSlam. I don't want to see it. Don't fucking care. Fuck off Logan Paul. This is crap, right? Then we had... I'm going into a rant now, right? Then we had Solo Sikoa taking on Jimmy Uso. I don't want to see Jimmy Uso in a singles match.
No.
I don't want to see Jey Uso in a singles match. I don't want to see a yeet. I don't want to see no yeet. Just give me fucking... What's his name?
Bring back Play Hard in the Paint. Bring back the Uso Penitentiary.
What's the other guy that's been feuding with Solo Sikoa? What's his
name? Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, put him on the fucking show. These are shit. Fuck off. No, this is crap. I'm sorry. I'm getting worked up now because this is what All In changed their fucking time slot so people could see the Goldberg match. That's why they just done it probably out of respect. Tony Khan probably done it out of respect to Goldberg, to be fair. Not because he was scared about this show.
We will talk about that in a minute.
Not because he was scared of Goldberg. Not because he was scared about this show. Because, this was shit. Then we had LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. Now, I will say this.
Apparently all sorts of shenanigans.
Right. So basically this ended early because Seth Rollins hurt himself, right? Now, from watching the show, it looked like he hurt himself.
Yeah.
Now we're a few days removed. It sounds like there could be a work involved.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm very sad if it was an injury. If it's a work, what the fuck are you doing? This was shit if that's a work and not a real injury.
Yeah.
Why? Why? You could have just done a post-match angle, wrote him off and had some... It's just the most wank thing ever.
Yeah.
And then we get to the main event of Gunther and Goldberg. Now, I thought that was a legitimate injury.
Yeah.
Which made the Goldberg match longer. To waste time, right? But if that's not the case, then what they've done is they've got a guy who's notorious for having matches that go less than 10 minutes.
Yep.
And not only that was in his prime. Now he's in his 60s, and they thought, let's go 15 minutes with him. If Seth Rollins is a work, then they've intentionally made Goldberg wrestle 15 minutes, which is not something is not Goldberg's forte. Mm-hmm. This was absolute shit. This was like, I mean, I'm not going to. You know, I don't want to shit on Goldberg. Let's face it. No one thinks Goldberg's a great wrestler, but he is a great sports entertainer.
Especially not Bret Hart.
Right. No, he's not a great technical wrestler, but what Goldberg does, Goldberg did very well.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? You know, I enjoyed watching Goldberg when I was like, I did not like WCW. I was a WWE guy in the Attitude Era. But, you know, no one could deny that Goldberg, the entrance, the coming in, like the beating a guy.
The aura. The man is aura personified.
And even like up until recently when he had a match with Brock Lesnar, when he beat Brock Lesnar in like 30 seconds or something stupid. Like, so I'm not going to deny that what Goldberg does, he does very well. But this is his retirement match. Why are we not putting on a Goldberg match?
Yeah.
I understand Goldberg was going to, like, he wants to go out and lose. But you still could.
I don't know about that. Well, I really don't know about that.
Well, you might have some info. But this was wank. All 4 of these matches were shit. And in between all 4 of these matches was filled with fucking ad shit.
Yeah.
Or just a blank screen for me because I was watching it on YouTube.
Yeah.
This was fucking awful.
I don't understand what they were attempting with this. I really don't.
I don't want to talk. Yeah. You know what? I don't want to talk about this anymore because this was fucking wank. But yeah, so that was wank.
Right. So apparently Goldberg has had an interview with Ariel Helwani since that point, and you know how Ariel Helwani manages to get everyone to say incredibly good stuff about WWE, and you know is very antagonistic towards anybody he thinks is going to be pro AEW. Well, I think he got the shock of a century here because Goldberg came out and basically shat all over the booking and the execution of this match and angle, saying that, you know, apparently the LA Knight and Seth Rollins match went short, did not go long. But Gunther had a retirement speech prepared for after Saturday night's main event, which had to be cut off after a few seconds.
Yeah, you never saw it. Yeah. And there was an advert between him winning and that speech.
And also,
I'm pretty sure there was.
Well, you watched the YouTube version, yeah? Because I know he got cut off on the national television channel.
He got cut off on the YouTube version.
You got cut off on the YouTube version as well. That's inexcusable. Yeah. Surely you can...
And I'm pretty sure between him losing and between him doing that speech... There was an ad break. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, there was a lot more ad breaks then, because obviously there was the ad breaks where it goes to the blank screen, like it does on the AEW feed. But also I was watching it on YouTube the next day, so I had YouTube ads in amongst that as well. Yeah. So for me, it was just a fucking nightmare. But I think between the match and his speech, there was an ad break as well. Yeah. So not only did he lose the match, there was an ad break, and then his speech cut off. So they could have just not had the ad break, really. And like WWE could have paid for that.
And he wasn't on Monday Night Raw either, I don't believe. Nobody's mentioned him being on Monday Night Raw.
What, beforehand or after?
After, like the Monday Night Raw that happened.
He wasn't on Monday. Yeah, I watched Raw. Yeah. I haven't watched NXT yet, but I watched Raw. He wasn't on Raw.
Which you would think
Would you turn up on Raw if you'd got treated like that, though?
I mean, like, if I'm WWE, I am being like, right, we're so sorry about that. We are going to get you on Monday Night Raw. We're going to give you a half-hour segment to say whatever the hell it is you want to say. We will do this, that, and the other to make it up to you. Because, I tell you this now, he has got 2 months left on his contract with WWE when he can't say shit about him. And he kept saying on Ariel Helwani's interview that in 2 months' time, I'm going to be able to talk exactly how I want to talk. I have to talk in vague mysticals now. But in 2 months' time, you are going to get the full unfiltered version. In which case, WWE either fixes this and puts him on in a great, proper ending to a match on one of the 2 nights they've got at SummerSlam, which you've got to think that they have got room for Goldberg on the SummerSlam match, which, if they do give him another one, he ain't fucking losing that, I tell you that now for nothing.
No. But he wanted to fucking finish in Atlanta, didn't he? At home.
Yeah. But no, he'll finish on pay-per-view.
Ring Tony Khan, he'll sort something out for you.
Exactly, because if they don't sort something out in the next 2 months... what's Tony Khan's biggest wrestling nostalgia product, the thing that he watched growing up.
WCW.
He watched WCW.
And ECW.
And
he was a WCW and ECW fan.
And he will absolutely give Goldberg the Sting treatment.
He will.
I don't care. Like,
and I would happily watch Goldberg in AEW because it would be done properly.
And I am not a Goldberg fan. I am not a Goldberg fan at all. But if AEW can turn around the Death Rider stuff, they can make me get interested in a Goldberg.
I mean, to be honest, they don't even have to book they don't have to book a big program really. They could just stick him in a tag match with someone. But they could have him in a tag match with someone. They could just have him turn up and help someone in a tag match on a pay-per-view.
Yep,
and that's it. And then he's gone.
Yep, have him be an Avenger.
Just like Sting done. Sting had a tag match start, but he could just turn up with someone and have a tag match.
Tell him, right, okay, Goldberg, it's going to be you and it's going to be Powerhouse Hobbs. I mean, ultimately, Goldberg, surely, in his last match, if he's going to put someone over, you would think Bron Breakker. Because Bron Breakker...
but he could, if he does... See, if they'd done the string treatment, he could win, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Tag match. I mean, don't win the tag titles like Sting done, but he could come out and, you could do a simple thing where Sting and Darby are on it, someone attacks Sting, takes him out, so Darby Allin challenges the tag team and Goldberg comes out and wrestles for him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or something
Darby
stupid.
would do the absolute world for Goldberg.
I think there's a load of people that would...
Imagine Goldberg, whoever the partner is, FTR.
Yeah.
And FTR are basically there being like, oh, okay, so Sting got the greatest. Young Bucks gave Sting the greatest return.
Yeah, we'll show them.
They would go mad at that challenge.
Oh, it'll be so good. Simple. It was a terrible show. It was so bad. It really was.
I am, yeah.
We've done All In. We've done see that later. So we've done All In, and we've done NXT, and we've done Saturday Night's Main Event.
Oh Christ, I've got to do Evolution. Right.
The only thing was,
I just want to say, because it ties into Saturday Night's Main Event. My biggest beef with WWE right now is that they've got a load of wrestlers that I absolutely love. And the things they've got them doing are some of the worst stuff on the show. Drew McIntyre is currently with Jelly Roll.
Mad.
Walter is going up against a 59-year-old. I think they've sidelined Sami Zayn for story reasons. Yeah. Probably because he needed some time off. And then they had to bring him back because it turned out Kevin Owens needed that time off even more. El Grande, Chad Gable's not there. All of the stuff that I love about WWE is currently not mixing with the other stuff that I love about WWE. It's all separated. It's segmented.
The product's really...
Trick Williams is in fucking NXT.
I haven't watched this week's NXT, but even NXT, and I was high on NXT earlier in the year. I'm not loving it. Yeah. But one thing I did enjoy was WWE Evolution.
And this is the part where I'm like, right, it's the women's division where all of the people that I really like are interacting with all of the other people that I really like.
So I watched it. You did bring me up the card, Lee, so I could refresh my memory on all the matches.
Bring you up that card.
But you didn't watch. You haven't watched this show yet, have you?
No, I haven't. But it is easily.
Well, I will give a, in the interest of time, I will give a kind of review. And kind of like recommendations on what to watch from this show.
Yeah.
Right, so I mean, it started off with the triple threat match: Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Lyra Valkyria.
Now, me and you, we have seen the Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria stuff previously, and it has been one of the best things that we have seen on the show. So
we've really enjoyed the singles matches and stuff. This match was very good. Yep. From what I remember, I can't remember many of the spots in it, but all three of them interacting together was great. This was a fantastic opener to this show. I very much enjoyed this opening match. It was very good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, as far as to kick off a women's pay-per-view, I was really happy with this match. I mean, by no means, I'm going to go for by no means any of this was as good as All In or as the Tony Storm match, but that was a very good match. It was really fun. Then we had JC Jane taking on Jordan Grace. This one fell a bit flat for me.
I gotta say, seeing that Jordynne Grace did not win the NXT Women's Championship.
There was I mean, it was fine. It was a fine match.
I've got nothing against JC Jane.
No, I'm hoping she comes into Rome and she gets to show off what she can do, because she's not bad.
Yeah, but like when you consider the other women on that show, she's about
she's not the star of the show. Is she? And I was surprised, but it was basically because Blake Monroe hit Jordynne Grace with the title in the back.
Yes,
so that's probably going to split Jordynne Grace off into Blake Monroe program.
Yeah,
leaving JC Jane to carry the title without Jordynne Grace overshadowing her.
Who is she going to face after this? That's what we're interested in. The NXT women's roster has been gutted.
It has been gutted. There's a few girls on there, as I said on the NXT bit I done. I really enjoyed Sol Ruka's match. Yeah. I think she's really good. So I'm hoping to see her. But yeah, this was a good match. Then we had the tag match, Judgment Day versus Flair and Bliss.
Flair and Bliss are apparently a very good
taking on Sol Ruka and Zarya and the Kabuki Warriors. This was good fun as well. This was a good match. I really enjoyed the Raquel and Roxanne working together on Judgment Day. Good fun. Charlotte Flair and Alexa has been very entertaining seeing them interact. I'm actually enjoying Charlotte Flair for once this year.
Yeah,
I'm really enjoying Charlotte. I think that's the thing. I think the crowd people do like Charlotte Flair. Yeah. They just don't want to win in the fucking title every 2 minutes.
Like, I think that they have done a much better job in this tag division of getting a hold of the character that people want out of Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, and they've been really good. I've really enjoyed it. Sol Ruka and Zarya, I really like Sol Ruka. That finish that she does is fucking awesome.
Soul Snatcher or whatever it's like
reverse flipping RKO.
Yeah.
It's if you haven't seen it, just Google the Soul Snatcher from Sol Ruka and just watch that move. It's you've probably seen it memed if you're a wrestling fan and on anything. And the Kabuki Warriors are quite enjoyable as well. They're two great wrestlers. This was a very good 4-way tag team match. And I'm glad to see the Judgment Day keep titles, carry on the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good stuff.
Now this one, I am interested because I don't think it's going to be very good.
14-year-old me would have loved this.
Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus. You know what? For the 8 minutes it was, it was fun. It was good. It was entertaining.
Lovely. I might have to skip it.
For 8 minutes, I wouldn't skip it anyway. Just because I love Tiffy. It's Tiffy time. It's always Tiffy time. Yeah. I love Tiffy. I love Trish. I still love Trish. I'm a 40-year-old man. I still love Trish. Yeah. I don't care. I'm not ashamed to say it. No, this was fun. I mean, to be honest, it was a typical Trish Stratus match. If you're expecting fantasticness from Trish Stratus, no, don't, But it was good fun. Tiffany Stratton hit possibly one of the best swanton bombs I've ever seen in this match.
That's awesome.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing.
Oh,
it was so graceful. It really was. She is so good. And
let's face it, the person that she's emulating with that move, Lita. Love Lita.
What, the swanton bomb?
She did use it. Yeah, she
used to do a moonsault, didn't she?
Yeah, but she also did like a swanton bomb
I don't remember seeing Lita do the swanton bomb, but she was a moonsault girl.
Probably the reason for that is because you could not call it graceful whatsoever.
Tiffany Stratton did one of the best swanton bombs I've seen. It was, it was good. It was lovely. It was nice. Yeah, very good match. Well, say very good. It was a fine match. It was what I would have expected from a Tiffany Stratton Trish Stratus match. Yeah, it was good fun. Really was. Then we had Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I don't really remember much of this match. Yeah. It was fine. It was, to expect a lot from Jade Cargill, it was perfectly fine. I mean, Bianca Belair was the special guest referee. I don't know why. I don't remember her doing anything of any substance in the match.
Well, because Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair were...
Yeah, they've had their storyline together, but Bianca Belair didn't factor into the match at all, so it was pointless. It was... I think this was just more of a swerve for what comes later in the show. It was the worst match of the show, to be fair. Yeah. Not to really... I don't want to shit on it, because top to bottom, this was a fun show. I enjoyed myself. It was the worst thing on the show, so I don't really want to... skip it. Then we had the 20 women battle royal.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed this. It was a fun battle. I like a battle royal. Even the bad one. No, not even the bad ones.
I am massively looking forward to seeing Stephanie Vaquer face whoever it is that she... Personally, me, I am edging towards Tiffany Stratton at this point.
I think she's going for the women, for the Raw one. I think she's a Raw girl. So, which would now be someone else, but we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, she won it by eliminating Lash Legend. I don't know if you're familiar too much with Lash Legend.
Yeah, I know who Lash Legend is.
She won the match by doing the Devil's Kiss on
really?
the apron as well, which was fun. But this was a good...
Booker T must be thrilled.
It was good. Yeah, it was a fun battle royal. All the girls did really well in it, to be honest. Lash Legend stood out. It was kind of obvious Stephanie was going to win.
Really, was it, from the very beginning?
Especially when they got to the last 3 or 4. Because I think it came down to like Stephanie, Lash and Nia Jax and maybe... I can't remember who else. Yeah. But yeah, it was good. They gave Lash Legend a rub. She eliminated Nia Jax. It was quite good. It was a good match. I enjoyed it.
Was this the match that Nikki Bella was in?
Yes. Yeah.
Because a lot of people were massivili expecting a Nikki Bella winning this.
Yeah, I think Nikki Bella was one of the last 4 with them as well. Yeah, I don't... I mean, to be honest, I never really watched much of it. Yeah. I remember when they came into it, but then I stopped when the Bellas came into it, really.
Because you know how like they said that the plans for this show basically went into a dumpster after
Liv. Yeah, I think Nikki Bella was supposed to have a lot more of a prominent role in the thing.
I think it was supposed to be... I think the tag team division was supposed...
But then, I mean, I'm sad Liv Morgan's had an injury, but I enjoyed that tag match, so it was fine. And then we had the main event was Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley, which was fantastic. Yeah. It was fantastic. It was such a good match.
I don't know if I have the time to watch this whole show, but if I watch any of this show, it will definitely be Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I would say, what was the first match again? Scroll up, I can't remember the first match.
Oh, it was the triple threat, Becky Lynch. Yeah,
I'd say if you're going to go back and watch it, Becky Lynch was good. I think, to be honest, Becky Lynch was fun. I enjoyed the tag match. It was only 10 minutes. Like, once you skip all the entrances and shit, it's not a long show.
No.
But I would watch the triple threat match. I would watch the tag team match. The Battle Royal was fun, not really necessary. And maybe, I mean, I'd watch the Tiffany Stratton match again. Not for the wrestling. But, and yeah, the main event...
Oh, Jesus Christ, Dave.
Cancel me all you want, I don't care. But the main event here, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, what a great match this was. This was, if we hadn't have had the match at All In, the Tony Storm match, this would have been the women's match of the weekend.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely a great match it was. It was so good. It went outside, I think we had the referee go down, and then it went outside. We had some good spots outside the ring. And then, and then you had the end of the match. I don't know whether you want to say it spoiled it or it made it better. It depends on your view. But we had Naomi came out, cashed in her briefcase, knocked out Io Sky with the briefcase, and then I think she pinned Rhea Ripley.
I mean, it's a massive swerve.
It's a massive swerve. Yeah. So, I mean, if you enjoyed the swerve, I mean, I enjoyed the swerve. It was good fun. Some people might have said it ruined a good wrestling match.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it could, maybe. I mean, it's sports entertainment. It's wrestling.
Like, I am... There are a few things that people get annoyed about, and one of them for me is the idea that you have to have a clean victory every single time. I'm sorry, but storylines are built off of this kind of concept.
You know what, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I mean, top to bottom, this was a half-decent show. You know what, actually, this is one of the best PLEs WWE has done this year.
Yeah, I've heard people say, and I personally disagree, well, I'm not going to say I personally disagree with them, because I haven't seen it yet, but I don't see it. I can see it being better than every other show they've put on this year, except for Elimination Chamber, because Elimination Chamber was special.
Yeah, it was good, because the Chamber matches were fun, and the Owens match was really good. But yeah, no, this was one of the best shows. Obviously, once you whiz through the shit in the entrances, it cuts down. Maybe cut the Jade Cargill match, Lee. Yeah. And sad to say it, I mean, I know you like Jordan Grace. I mean, you can cut the Tiffany Stratton match,
I've got
honestly.
to say, I am a bit disappointed with...
But then saying it's only a 10-minute match.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
I've really been looking forward to Jordan Grace's presence in NXT. And it feels like the fact that Stephanie Vaquer and Julia left at basically the same time as she was arriving.
Yeah.
It feels like the
well, it's weird as well, because obviously,
because
I've only been watching NXT since the start of the year. But obviously, you forget the fact that Stephanie Vaquer and Julia had been there for nearly a year already. So, you know. But, Evolution, to me, in a nutshell, I really enjoyed the Evolution show.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was on Sunday and not Saturday.
Yeah.
Because... I mean, they were setting it up to fail by putting it on the same weekend as...
But I think it 2 weeks build as well.
But the girls really pulled it out. And to me, for WWE, the girls have been the best thing about WWE for most part of the year. You know? And I know there's a lot of people saying that, like, yeah, we don't really want an all-women's pay-per-view. We want to have the same amount of time as the men's and that. Which I totally understand, because, you know, why do you need an all-women's one if you're going to be as good? Just put more women's matches on the non-one.
Yeah.
But, to be honest, the men's stuff has been shit.
Yeah.
So, the fact that they've cut the shit out, you know... Yeah. I mean, it's like watching a if you would have said a WWE pay-per-view in the Attitude Era, and you said, let's cut the women's match out and not bother with a fucking bra and panties match. Because, you know, a bra and panties match ain't a wrestling match, even though I enjoy bra and panties matches, because I'm a pervert. But, anyway... Get cancer. So it's beer, it's got caffeine in it, it's hyping me up. But, you know, if you were to say, let's get rid of the silly women's stuff from the Attitude Era and just have the wrestling, then the show would be better. I think that applies to here. We've not got rid of the men's shit. We've not got Drew McIntyre having a fucking setting up jelly roll with all this crap. Do you know what I mean? We've not got any of that shit. We've not got John Cena fucking doing stuff. And
I've not... John Cena's been a bit quiet on the Western Front for a bit.
This was all good. This was all decent wrestling.
Yeah.
The storylines, if you've been following, have all been half decent.
You would have thought...
No bloodline and all that crap. It's just...
I mean, you would have thought if they're trying to counter-program AEW, then they would bring out the big gun that is John Cena. They would bring out Big Match John. But no, because they don't want... Because they understand...
Well, he's probably got enough sense to turn around and say, no, I ain't doing that.
Well, I mean, like, they probably understand that this is probably their best chance at losing a battle between them and AEW, and so they don't want John Cena to come across with that sort of a weakness.
Why book against it?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand booking against it. I mean, the thing is, it's like... I understand.
Put your best foot
it's
forward
something
if you
to
do so.
Either go head to head with them, or don't.
Well, but that's the thing.
You didn't. Yeah. You didn't even try.
Their tactic of going head to head with AEW has always been the same thing. We are going to go ahead with like our developmental brand with something that's a bit weaker that we pump up a bit, but then we can still just say, right, you couldn't even be our developmental brand. You couldn't even be our B brand. You couldn't even... Yeah.
They pissed all over this, and they pissed all over the Saturday night's main event, which is meant to be your best stuff.
Yeah.
It was... I mean, this Evolution show was good. I enjoyed it. It's a shame that they put it on the same weekend as All In. Really. Because this should have been built to, and this could have been... you know, if you would have built to this and not booked... Did they book this in the... Is this the one that was down the road from the Beyonce concert?
Yes.
So you book it down the road from a Beyonce concert, the same weekend as the opposite show's main show of the year, a day after a Goldberg, you know, why are you doing this to your women? You know, and they still went out there and performed. So do better, WWE, because like your girls are the best thing on your show.
Absolutely.
Because your Saturday night's main event was shit.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't care how many jelly rolls and other celebrities you get on your show, it's still rubbish.
Yeah. You
treated a fucking legend like bullshit just because, like, Triple H... I bet Triple H done something with that.
Oh, yeah.
Because he don't like him. It was just...
I think the next few months when it comes to Goldberg are going to be very interesting.
Yeah. Well, so to sum up the weekend, All In was great, Evolution was good, NXT was missable, and Saturday night's main event was simply wank. That's what I'm going to have to say. Right. Well, we're almost 2 hours in, so I think we're going to probably wrap it up. Should we quickly do our Wrestle Club and then
Yeah,
fuck
quickly
them
do
all off?
Wrestle Club, yeah.
So I recommended you Hangman Moxley, the last Texas Death match.
Fantastic match. One of the better ones that they did. Well, especially with like people being very much naysayers about Mox in this day and age. This was reminding us why he was considered to be one of the best wrestlers on planet Earth a few years ago.
Yeah, and he proved it again this weekend, to be fair. You recommended to me from last year's Evolution, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair.
Yes.
In the, last woman standing match.
Yeah, Matt.
Fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. One of the best things you recommended me since we started doing this, Lee. Keep it up. This was good. This was very good. I very much enjoyed this match.
Well, one thing I was actually going to do now, I'm recommending you another thing. We were talking about like, I've got a few in the back pocket now. There is I need to figure out what this... So, the inaugural North American Championship from NXT was fought for in a ladder match with 5 participants.
Okay.
One of them was Adam Cole. And I feel like right now, considering all of the hullabaloo that's going on with Adam Cole, a great little tribute to him would be to recommend you this incredible ladder match, which is one of the best ladder matches of all time. And do you know why?
Right.
Because...
is this the one where they actually were climbing the ladder at a fast pace?
They said, right,
I haven't seen this match.
you guys have got to go for me because I am not fucking stopping going up that ladder. And if you don't stop me, I'm grabbing it, taking it off 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
You've got to stop me proper. One of the best ladder matches of all
I
time.
haven't seen it, I've heard.
I need to just
So you
check
find
up,
it while I will go into my recommendation, which probably ain't going to be as good. But mine is a historical pick, and because we just had a fantastic women's pay-per-view, I want to pay tribute to women's wrestling, and I'm going to suggest, I don't know if you've seen this or not, so this was the first time that women main evented a WWE show, period, as far as I can understand. The first time ever women main evented any show. And
is this going to be some Wendy Richter stuff?
No, this is from Monday Night Raw, December 2004.
Oh, wow.
And this is the first time the women main evented a show. And it was Monday Night Raw, and it was Trish Stratus versus Lita for the Women's World Championship.
That was the one I was alluding to earlier, like when we were talking about Trish and Lita, yeah.
This is the one this is the first time the women main evented a show in WWE, as far as I can tell from the history books. So, as a tribute to the fantastic women's show that we had this weekend, I'm going to put that as my pick.
Fantastic, Dave. So we are over 2 hours now. This is the longest one we've ever done. So we are good time.
Well, I mean, do you want to actually tell them what that match was in case it's not in case it's not on YouTube?
Sorry, I forgot that we
So my match was the women's one, which is in YouTube. So we will put the
ours is right. It is Adam Cole versus EC3, Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan, Ricochet, and Velveteen Dream.
Oh, we're getting cancelled.
Oh, God, no, I forgot
controversial.
About that bit.
Sorry, and Chris Benoit. No,
oh my God.
Okay, so and what is this show?
This is NXT New Orleans.
New Orleans, right? That will be on Netflix. What year is it, Lee?
This is it's got to be a close one actually. 2018.
Right, NXT New Orleans 2018. That will be on Netflix. Yeah. We are gonna, if that match is on YouTube, I don't think this one is. It will be in the doobly-doo down below.
Also, just as a little thing, on here as well. Basically, if you are so inclined, this whole card is actually incredibly good.
Okay, I might check it out. Well, I'll definitely check that match out.
However, this is the interesting one because, sorry, I'm circling it on the on the monitor. The main event, Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa, is extremely divisive. But Aleister Black,
So for Wrestle Club fans, we're going to go with the ladder match.
Uh-huh.
This is NXT New Orleans 2018. Was it 18?
Yes.
Right. If it's on YouTube, we'll put it in the doobly-doo down below. The women's match, Lita versus Trish, from December 2004 Monday Night Raw. I think that's definitely on YouTube. So that will be in the doobly-doo. And in our playlist on our channel, we have put all the doobly-doo matches
that we can find on YouTube.
I labelled it as Wrestle Cup. I should have labelled it as doobly-doo matches.
Doobly-doo matches.
Doobly-doo matches. That is it.
We've got to explain that the doobly-doo is the
description. The doobly-doo down below. People know that. It's down below. In the links and all that shit.
I don't know if people know that like you think they know.
Well, they've got to have listened to 2 hours of this shit. So, you're expecting them to still be here after all that wank.
Oh, God, I'm not expecting anything after 2 hours of us talking.
Anyway.
We'll make a short and that'll be seen by 500 people. That's
I mean, we're going to clip this. I mean, this is always unedited and unscripted. And then, hence why we chat fucking shit. Right. But we'll clip it around. But anyway, it's been 2 hours. So, fuck off.